At this point, everyone and their grandma has heard about the Seven. We all know that they are the good guys fighting off evil in order to extinguish the loop once and for all. But has anyone ever actually considered what would happen if they won? Like, if they really did break the loop. See, breaking the loop would theoretically lead to no more islands, no more battle buses, basically resulting in the end of Fortnite. Obviously, it goes without saying that Epic would never just end Fortnite for the sake of the lore. I mean, come on, they got a multi-billion-dollar game. So what are some realistic options that might happen if the Seven actually are victorious? How's it going? I'm Dr. P, guys. Welcome back to the channel. I really appreciate you. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I upload almost every day covering the latest and greatest Fortnite theories and developments. And if you're interested in even more content from me, make sure to follow me on Facebook Gaming. That link is in the description. So earlier today, I dropped into my Discord. I jumped into the theory channel. By the way, you should totally join. Long story short, I just wanted to hear some of your theories. I definitely got a couple good ones, including this one from Lego, who says, perhaps you can discuss what the trailer of the Zero War series shows. This could be part of the event at the end of the season, but it's most likely the aftermath of Chapter 2's end. So in case you didn't know, the next edition of Marvel Comics with Fortnite is called Fortnite Zero War. Donald Mustard himself worked on this project, and the trailer just dropped. Let me know what you think. It's pretty cool to see. You can even see the newest characters, the newest members of the Seven, the Imagined, and the Origin inside of this video. I gotta admit, it is pretty satisfying to see the Imagined punch Superwoman like that. And then on the next frame, Spider-Man come in. I mean, like, where else are you gonna see stuff like this? Obviously, what this actually means as far as the Fortnite story goes, I'm not quite sure, but you can see that it says a fragment of the 0 point has arrived in the Marvel Universe. The trailer also mentions that the hunt for the Zero Shard begins, which I guess is that part of the 0 point. There's even a mention of the robot and the caddis fighting. I believe that's a replay of Chapter 1, Season 9. Don't know if it's a coincidence or not, but we have been talking about the caddis and the robot possibly getting into another round of this fight. Really cool stuff there. The next theory comes from my guy Train, who says, if you watch the Loki series, this will make more sense, but I had a thought back during the Chapter 2 Season 8 event when Sloane had Jones hooked up to that machine. When it turned on, it looked more like Jones was growing tired rather than just in pain. I was thinking that instead of killing Jones, she was just going to wipe his memory and turn him into a hyper-obedient IO drone. This led me to think broader, and I thought, what if IO agents that are deemed too erratic, aggressive, or disobedient aren't killed off and replaced, but are just converted into mindless cogs in the IO machine, following all orders with no objection. Take Gunner, for example. He looks very aggressive and erratic in nature. What if his free will was taken from him so IO could use his strength and aggression to their advantage? That's a good point. Jones definitely did not look like, you know, he was scared for his life sitting there in that chair when the Foundation arrived and saved him. And we know there are a lot of IO guards around the map, so what if these people are erratic, aggressive people that had their mind taken from them and then just became cogs in the machine? I like this theory because it's not anything that we've touched on before. It's completely new, so good job, Train. Next up, we have a tweet from Hypex, who says, according to Jonesy's challenges, he asked you to put recon cameras near Loot Lake to get more info about IO's Doomsday device. And in the last Territories map stage, we can see that the IO gets to keep Loot Lake and we could get an event there. It's also worth noting that that tiny area at the end of the season that the IO will control includes that lake in the middle, but also Command Cavern. Their entire home base will be safe at the end of the season in terms of their occupancy. A couple videos ago, I told you guys to keep an eye out on the middle of the map, and it looks like, in fact, this could be the prime area, this area from the lake in the middle westward towards the cavern. What is it with the middle of the map and events and 0 point? It's a tale as old as time itself. I shouldn't be surprised. As I do a lot of the time, I was browsing Reddit and I saw this post from Rodriguez Boy, who said, "How can the 7 win? If the 7 win the war, doesn't that mean that the loop will be broken, which would then lead to Battle Royale ceasing to exist? Unless they somehow win without breaking the loop. I don't know, what are your guys' theories?" Luckily in this thread, there were a couple of brilliant big brain ideas, the first of which says, unless the IO just keeps winning forever, I think it would be clever if Fortnite ended by looping back to the very beginning. So no matter if the 7 wins, the loop will exist, repeating its entire story for as long as the game continues to be a thing. It would be the best of both options. We would get to win in the end, and we can do it all over again. Obviously, there are some concerns with that, but the idea as a whole, that's pretty interesting. You know, and I think longtime Fortnite players, if at some point this thing does reset back to Chapter 1, Season 1, would be pretty happy with that, at least to some degree. The top reply to that comment says, "That was what I was thinking. How could the IO and 7 keep this war going on forever? And if the 7 wins, don't they want to break the loop? It would make sense, as Chapter 1 Season X, Out of Time, introduced time travel by bringing back Dusty Depot. Honestly, to me, it seems like the perfect way to keep BR fresh and complete its story. Epic would most likely have to remaster old content if it did reset. It would be interesting if Epic did follow this path, and my only question would be, how would past seasons play out if repeated?" And you know, that is a good point. Say we do reset back to Chapter 1, Season 1, okay? There's no way that they're going to take like 4 whole years to get back and repeat the process that we just went through. No, these seasons are probably going to be abbreviated, and obviously they're going to have to make changes with the new items that have been released since then, but it is certainly very interesting to think about for sure, and I think that would be probably the most realistic option, because they're not just going to end the game. The loop is just not going to suddenly stop, right? They got to think of some way to make it work with the storyline so that the 7 can win, accomplish its goal, but at the same time, Fortnite can keep on living. Would you be able to unlock things that you could from the same battle pass? That might upset some people who were around at the time, who were OGs, and got some of those earlier cosmetics that other people wouldn't be able to get normally. I feel like we could go really quickly down the rabbit hole on this topic, but it's certainly cool to think about, and I would love to hear your thoughts, right? Like, you guys should definitely join the Discord or leave a comment down below. Any way you can get a theory to me, if you think of something, I would love to hear it. We've been welcoming a lot of new subscribers lately. I really appreciate the love I've been getting on my recent videos. It means the world to me. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do that. I promise you won't regret it. Hey, as always, thank you so much for watching the video, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.